Have you ever seen an anime character aura farm and thought, damn, I want to be like that? So you go out trying to match their energy only to end up like this? What separates a cringe weeb from their aura farming role models? Everyone thinks aura is something that you just have. Either you were born with it or not. But what if I told you anyone could become an aura farmer? That even the cringiest anime nerd could become an aura farmer. Trust me, this was me for a long time, and that's why I've created the 5-step plan to become an aura farmer. I've even included a final bonus step that brings the whole plan together at the end. Aura farming isn't about just looking cool. It's about having the confidence and skill to back it up. The first step is you gotta set your aim. Every aura farmer has a goal that they're working towards, and getting better and getting closer towards that goal is what gives them their aura. Every aura farmer is confident in who they are because they know what they have to do. Levi from Attack on Titan wants to stop the Titans. Lloyd from Spy X Family wants to stop a war. And every aura farmer in a fight just wants to win. There is no room for doubt and insecurity because they are focused on winning and achieving their goal. The only way to build aura in anything we do is knowing what we're aiming at. The easiest way to do this is by defining what we want to accomplish right here and right now. Whether it's wanting to get stronger in the gym, learning a new skill, or saving the world, it doesn't matter as long as you know what you're aiming for. By having a priority that lets you lock in on the one thing you care about, you start to focus on achieving it. Think about your aim as your stage for aura farming. If you don't have a goal or mission, how are you even going to aura farm? Are you gonna aura farm when you're doom scrolling or working at a job you don't like? No, you're gonna aura farm when you're working towards something that you actually think is valuable, something about yourself that you respect. You gain aura when you gain confidence in your own abilities, when you get better at a certain skill, when you are getting closer towards becoming the person that you want. Aura is something that you build for yourself when you have that goal set in mind. But how do you know what to set your aim at? There can be so many goals you can have and distractions that you don't know how to pick just the one thing. Think about how Jin-Woo is obsessed with getting stronger. He lets this one goal define him until he achieves it, and all the aura he gains comes from being good at it. He starts off as a weakling, but the stronger he gets, the more aura he gains. If there was only one thing you could be good at, what would you do? It doesn't have to be one thing for the rest of your life, but for the time that you're pursuing it, let it consume you until you achieve this one goal. The second step is you gotta cut the cap. What separates someone with real aura versus someone who's just trying to copy them is that real aura farmers aren't pretending or aren't even trying to have aura. It's literally just part of their identity. They aren't trying to look cool, they are cool. As someone who was a really uncool kid growing up, it was really hard for me to understand. But I realized that the biggest thing that made me feel uncool growing up wasn't because others were judging me, but because I was constantly changing myself to please other people. Depending on who I was with, I would change my identity, my personality, my likes and dislikes. I would even pretend that I didn't like anime if I was hanging around people who thought that was uncool. And what that creates is that it creates a space where I just gotta lie about myself all the time. I was capping about everything about myself, from my identity to my likes and dislikes. All of it was fake, and all of it was to please other people, which made me feel that I wasn't good enough and I had to lie about who I was to gain the validation from other people, which is the complete opposite of what it means to have aura and confidence in ourselves. Aura farmers couldn't care less about what random side characters or their enemies think about them. They're proud of who they are and don't ever pretend to be anyone else. In our lives, we feel so much pressure from our family, friends, work, and even strangers to act a certain way that we can end up faking who we are for our entire lives just to make other people happy. Aura comes from being confident and secure in who you are. The coolest anime characters never hate themselves if they don't fit in with other people. They always keep things real. The way you do this isn't to try to care less about what other people think. Trust me, I've tried it and it only makes you care more. Instead, you gotta care about your opinion about yourself above most, if not all people. Think about Thorfinn from Vinland Saga. The man literally doesn't even care about what the king thinks about him. And that's because Thorfinn wants to live up to his ideals of being a warrior and not someone else's. He gets laughed at, mocked, and even beaten for his way of thinking, but even though nobody else approves of him, he doesn't care. He stays true to himself and what he values. Aura isn't about trying to be cool to impress others. It's about you being someone that you're proud of. The third step is giving 100% of our best effort. In a world where being nonchalant and not trying is seen as being cool, it can seem uncool to go all out. It can seem that you're trying too hard. A lot of people pretend that they never try at anything they do, that effort is for losers. But the people with the most amount of aura are those that work towards what they want to achieve with all of their effort. Think about when Okarun in Dandadan is going all out to protect Momo, or Sung Jin-Woo is fighting to save his mom. None of these characters act nonchalant when trying to achieve their goal, and neither should you. If you don't try to win at what you want to achieve in life, you're not going to get it. Even Gojo, who is the definition of a chill guy, tries his hardest when he wants to win. That's what gives his goal meaning, but it's also what leads him to growing stronger and aura farm. Imagine if Sung Jin-Woo wanted to save his mom, but never tried pushing himself to achieve this. He just sat back and chilled while goblins obliterated him. A lot of people don't want to give 100% of their best effort because they're afraid of failing and being judged by others. They're afraid that they will get laughed at for trying to achieve something and still failing. What you want to achieve isn't cringe, no matter the goal. What's really cringe is having a dream but half-assing it because you're afraid of what other people will think. No aura farmer ever tries to please other people, especially those who judge them for being themselves. The fourth step is you gotta chill out. Now this might seem like it contradicts what I just said with giving 100% of your best effort, but hear me out. If you're always going all out and try-harding at everything you do, you end up taking things way too seriously.
I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
What makes Gojo an aura farmer is that he takes his goal seriously without taking himself too serious. It's important that you're focused on achieving what you want, but if you take yourself way too seriously, then you'll end up taking everything personally and stress over the things that you can't control. Even when Gojo gets sealed up in the prison realm, he's still chill, because worrying or beating himself up won't help. After he's done everything he can, this dude literally leans back and chills on a bunch of vibrating corpses. When we start stressing out and trying to control things we can't, that's when we start to lose aura. What makes aura farmers able to chill out even when they're in a stressful situation isn't because they don't care. It's that they are focused only on the one thing that they can control, which is how they will react. By focusing on what they can control, they let go of everything that's outside of it, and that's what lets them be able to calm down and stay chill even in high pressure situations. The reason anime characters have aura is because they don't fold to their weaknesses. They don't let urges, emotions, or impulses control how they act. That's why I built the Impulse Mastery Blueprint for anyone to learn how to gain back their control. It's for anyone struggling with bad habits and wants their power back. If you want mastery over anything that's holding you back, check the link down below. The fifth step is you gotta lock in. Aura farmers have this insane ability to focus on what's right ahead of them and what they need to accomplish. Whether it's fighting a villain, talking with a friend, or even resting. You won't find aura farmers overthinking, stressing about the past, or worrying about the future. They're just living in the moment. A perfect example of this is Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. When he is locked in, he's focusing on just killing demons. But he doesn't have this insane level of focus only when he's fighting demons. He trains every day, meditates, and works on his focus with everything he does. Even when he has a meal, he's in the moment and enjoys every bite of it. It might seem like a small thing that isn't related to gaining aura, but it's because Tanjiro is able to enjoy the small things that when he has to lock in and fight, he's able to focus purely on what's in front of him. The biggest thing getting in your way of aura farming is getting distracted, whether it's wasting time doom scrolling, being aimless, or thinking about things we can't control. When we let our energy and attention leak unintentionally, that's when we lose aura. Aura farmers aren't the type of people who let themselves waste hours brain rotting. Instead, they spend their time intentionally, even if that time is spent just to chill out and relax. They do things with intention instead of letting things take their time and attention away from them. Now, the final bonus phase of this aura farming plan that puts everything together is you gotta believe in yourself.
Believe it! Believe it! Believe it! Believe it!
The only way to actually aura farm is to actually believe in yourself. Now, I'm not talking about that self-delusional way of thinking, like Kiba thinking he can become the Hokage.
I'm the one who's gonna be Hokage! Hey! Are you even listening?
Kiba, no one's paying attention. Frankly, it's pitiful. Quit it.
But there needs to be a certain level of confidence in yourself where you believe that you can make your dreams come true. A great example of this is Zenitsu. This dude is a certified demon slayer and even has a legendary breathing technique, but for most of the show, he has as much aura as a crying baby does and only takes actions when he's literally asleep. It's not until he enters the Infinity Castle that he stops pissing himself and finally gains some aura. The reason why he lacked aura was because he saw himself as a coward. It was more in his head than anything else, because by season 2, he was fighting some of the strongest demons. Believing in ourselves can feel almost impossible if we've held onto old identities of being weak, insecure, or awkward. That's why the real secret to gaining self-belief is generating evidence. The key to gaining aura and confidence in yourself is having the evidence to back it up. This puts the whole plan together, because the real point of aura farming isn't about just looking cool in one moment. It's about living a life where you naturally gain more aura by working on what you value. Aura isn't something you can fake. It isn't something you're born with. It's something that you earn. You earn it by keeping promises to yourself, by doing the work when nobody's watching, by not folding when you get tired. That's why aura can't be faked, because deep down you always know whether the evidence is real or not. If you want to gain aura, stop asking yourself how to look cool, but start building a life where you don't have to explain yourself to anyone.